didn't see you there. Welcome to my Totem tutorial series. I'm your host, Auntie Decolonization. Today, we will be learning how to do a land acknowledgement. We are talking to you from the unceded territory of... No, not like this. The act of acknowledging the land isn't a chore and shouldn't be. Acknowledging the land is an offering, one that asserts an understanding of the history of the land, the one which you stand on, and the ones who are the keepers of that land, centuries ago, today, and centuries to come. Land acknowledgements shouldn't be scary. Mispronunciations are part of learning, and learning is a big part of it. Sharing the traditional name of the land you're on is common practice. For instance, this land is in fact the unceded territory of the Kanien'kehá:ka, traditionally known as Tiohtià:ke, or the settler name, Montreal. There are a lot of variations of where the name Tiohtià:ke comes from, but the general consensus is that it all boils down to when the community split up. One settler's rationalization is seen here in a document from 1740. You could even do some research and share what you've learned. For instance, that Tiohtià:ke people traded with nations within a 1,000-kilometer radius. Youth would travel continentally. Rivers allowed for a system of zero-impact transportation in a relationship of comfort, ease of moving, abundance, and beauty. The island of Montreal was crossed by a network of 10 lakes, 2,000 creeks, and 45 canoe-passable rivers serving 50 or so communities. An early map of Montreal shows Avenue des Pins and Atwater as curved routes, as well as Bourg-Saint-Pierre, Côte-Saint-Luc. These curved roads indicate a native path or river path. Basically, anything that's not a solid grid was a natural path traveled for thousands of years before they became highways and byways. Just to give you an idea of what was around then, between 1667 and 1690, only Lachine was established. And if you look closely around where the Jacques-Cartier Bridge is today, is where the one people dissipated or came away from each other, hence the name Tiohtià:ke. After you've shared your new knowledge, it is always respectful to mention other First Nations who were nearby. For instance, other First Nations living around Montreal today include the Inuit, Innu, Cree, Algonquin, and others from across the Americas. So now what? Well, let's put some action behind our words, shall we? What kind of action? One way is to support land defenders locally and nationally. Take the time to learn of the ongoing challenges facing Indigenous people across this country and encourage your audience to help make a change. For example, right now, there's the Gidimt'en checkpoint, Tiny House Warriors, 1492 Landback Lane, Kanien'kehá:ka Landback Camp, Mi'kmaq 1792 Frontline, and Protect the Inlet, and they are all calling for action. You can do something like put links in your comment section. Take a look. And finally, this could be a great opportunity to use your voice and platform to highlight some of the Indigenous people who may be right next to you. Like maybe some artists and what they do. Like if I knew musicians named Beat Vandals and a track called Dreams, I could totally play it like right now. I could also list off maybe some of the hardworking Indigenous artists working in and around Tiohtià:ke. Nyaunkoa, Toniawanigato, Onagiwahi.
domestic. Mistakes are never